Okay, hi, Mr. Budweiser. My name is Dr. Romero. I'm going to be your PT today, but you can just call me Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
Okay, so I see that you're 38 years old. Can you confirm your date of birth for me?
July 14th, 1979.
Okay, great. So I see your primary care, Dr. Brown, referred you for a right knee sprain and pain. Is that correct? Perfect. Okay, so today basically how it's going to go is I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to jot some notes down, and then at the end we'll do a physical exam to kind of make some tests and measurements on you. Is that okay with you?
Yep, that's okay.
Perfect. So have you ever been to PT before?
I have never been to PT before.
Never
This
been.
is brand new to me.
Okay. Are you hesitant to do it, or have you just never done it before? You never needed it.
Well, I mean, I've never been really injured before. I've never been in this situation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really the first time really experiencing this knee pain. So.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
Well, actually, I'm a freelance for a backhoe.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Super
Very nice.
excited.
Oh, do you like your job?
I love it.
Good. That makes work easier, doesn't it?
It does.
Good. What does your job entail?
Usually it just requires me to sit, kind of climb in, climb out of my backhoe, and then occasionally I have to lift things.
Okay. Do you feel as if your injury has affected your ability to work?
Yeah, I mean, typically I'll work about 50 hours a week, but because of my injury, I'm just really, really slow in things, and I just feel like I have to take breaks all the time.
Okay. Do you have any hobbies or community activities that you're currently engaged in?
No,
No?
other than taking care of my goats.
Just taking care of your goats?
Taking
Okay.
care of my goats.
Do you ever, on the weekends, how do you like to spend your spare time?
I mean, if I do have the time, and the game's on, I do enjoy watching football.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll invite my friends over occasionally, or we'll meet up at the bar just to either drink or just hang out with each other.
Okay. What's your favorite football team?
Cowboys.
Cowboys?
For sure.
Very nice. I realize that your injury may be frustrating, kind of limiting your work, but hopefully we can get you back to your normal functioning so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Do you participate in any exercise, or did you previously?
I mean, I tried. I really just tried to lift weights in my garage about 3 months ago.
Okay.
A few times a week, but it was just not a permanent thing that stuck, I guess.
Okay, and do you want to elaborate on that? What was your reason for not sticking to it, I guess?
Well, I mean, 3 months ago I thought I could handle more things, but recently, about 2 weeks ago, we recently got a new contract, and we actually are building hiking trails.
Oh, wow.
In the park, yeah.
Congratulations, that's very good.
Thank you. So
more of a time constraint, you would say?
yeah, just things come up, and I'm just too busy with a lot of things, especially with work. So
Understandable. Understand how that can be. Can you tell me a little bit about the layout of your house?
well, it's just a single-story trailer.
Mhm.
I mean, I have, other than my trailer, I have steps.
You have steps
Leading up-
getting in?
Yeah,
Okay.
leading up to the steps, but I always find it really hard, so I always find that I have to use the handrails.
Oh,
for the
you do have a
inside.
handrail?
I do, yes.
Good, that's good news. Do you live by yourself, or do you have a roommate that lives with you?
Just me.
Just you?
Just me,
Okay.
yep.
And when you're at home, do you have to use any assistive devices to help you walk, or are you able to, pretty much with the use of handrail, able to get in and around your house?
Yeah, for the most part, I never really had to rely on anything, so I don't want to start.
Perfect. Well, hopefully we can get you past where you don't need even the handrail. Okay, so let's talk about your injury a little bit. We're going to move on to that.
Okay.
So where's your pain primarily located?
Really in just my right knee.
Your right knee?
Yep.
Okay, and is this an accurate place as to where your pain is?
Yeah.
Perfect. How would you describe your pain?
It's throbbing, I guess. It feels like it has its own heart rate.
Okay. Is your pain constant, or does it come and go? How does it?
For the most part, it's pretty constant.
Pretty constant.
Yeah, whenever there is pain. Yeah, pretty much constant. Pretty constant.
Okay. How does your pain feel? Does it feel deep or superficial, or how would you describe the relative feeling of your pain?
It feels like it's like on top of my knee.
Okay, so
So-
you'd say superficial.
I guess superficial.
Do you ever experience any numbness or tingling?
Never.
Never? Okay. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain at all and 10 being the worst pain you've ever felt, how would you rate the pain like currently?
Probably 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10?
Yeah.
What about at its worst? How bad is your pain?
It gets a little bit worse, but not as bad. I would say probably a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10? Okay.
Yeah.
What about at its best?
Surprisingly, it does go away sometimes, so I would say 0 out of 10.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear that you are able to use it so much that it goes away. Do you ever experience pain anywhere else in your body?
No, just really my right knee.
Okay. Just to clarify, I just want to make sure. So you never experience pain in your neck or your back,
No,
either of your arms?
no,
What about your left leg? Does pain ever transfer?
never.
Never? That's good news. What activities make your pain worse?
Usually, I mean, just using the stairs, but specifically going down the stairs.
Downstairs?
Yeah, and then also just kind of getting back into my backhoe.
Okay.
At least for work, I've noticed that it's really been hurting me. So.
Okay. And how long does it take it to provoke these symptoms? Like, how long does it take for your pain to...
Usually, with the stairs, it'll be like 3 or 4 stairs, and then I'll have to take a break. I feel like I'm pretty lucky with my house that I only have 5, that I don't have to go too much. Yeah. But with my backhoe, it's just climbing up. Really, it takes about like 5 minutes for it to actually like start kicking in.
Okay, but eventually you're able to complete the task.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay, well I understand how it could be frustrating to have to take breaks, especially if you were independent before that. So we'll get you back to your normal pace so that you don't have to prolong your movements anymore.
Okay.
So what do you do to help you feel better? Like what movements make you feel better?
I mean, I've noticed resting.
Resting?
Even propping my right knee or my right leg up,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, I noticed the swelling, so I use some ice too. So
good, all good things. How long does it take for the resting and the ice to help out your knee?
usually about maybe 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. How does your pain typically feel in the morning?
It just feels really stiff.
Stiff?
Yeah.
And how does it progress throughout the day?
It gets a little bit worse. Not too much worse, but it gets to about that 4 out of 10 pain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have pain at night?
Yeah, I mean it's roughly around that 4 out of 10 pain as well at night. It's pretty constant, I would say.
Pretty constant?
Pretty constant, yeah.
How does your pain affect your sleep?
I mean I still go to sleep because I feel like I'm just so exhausted sometimes, but I do occasionally find myself waking up. But I think it's because of just me being uncomfortable or like me having to use the restroom or something like that.
Okay, so kind of a combination of pain and normal. Were you waking up normally throughout the night before?
It was a hit or miss. I would have some pain sometimes, just like throughout my body, or it would just feel uncomfortable, and I would just wake up, and then typically I can just readjust myself and then go straight back to sleep.
Okay. So you don't need to take any medication overnight. You can just normally reposition.
Pretty much reposition or use the restroom. So.
Okay, or use the restroom, of course. Okay, so your pain is mainly in your right knee. At worst, it's a 4 out of 10, but you can manage it down to 0 out of 10. And the worst is when you're going downstairs or climbing into your equipment for work.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay. All right, so when you came in, thank you for filling out your medical screening form. I noticed that you noted that you've never smoked, but you do use alcohol. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Just kind of going with the football. I mean, I usually don't drink unless I am watching sports, and I mean, that's really, I'll have like 1 or 2 beers a week on Sundays and Thursdays when the games are playing, so.
Okay, and then on this medical history form, you indicated that your family has never had a history of, your family and yourself have never had cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, or rheumatoid arthritis. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, I just wanted to confirm. Have you ever had surgery?
No, I never had surgery. No.
Okay, that's good. Have you ever gotten any imaging done? I think for this you received an X-ray. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think the doctor told me that it was negative for a fracture. So
that's good. Are you currently taking any medications for your knee pain?
I mean, about a week ago, whenever it was still pretty swollen, I was trying to take some over-the-counter ibuprofen.
Okay.
But I stopped that just because it started going down, and I felt like it was already good. So. Okay.
And throughout the PT, I may give you some exercises or some home plans to do. What's the best way for me to get that information to you? I can do videos, or I can do illustrations, or I can write it all out in words.
I like videos.
You like
the
videos?
Best. Yeah, I'm more of a visual learner, I would say.
Okay. So what were you doing when you got injured?
Well, it was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And like I said, it's really just me, but I have my goats at home, so I was tending to them in the back, and I was just trying to herd them. And I guess I may have stepped on one of my goat's foot, or may have bumped into it, but pretty much that goat just turned around and like rammed me right into my knee. So.
Oh wow! And is this the first time it has rammed into you?
Yeah, I've never. I thought goats were friendly. So.
Goats are friendly. Me too. Are there any symptoms that we've not discussed today that you're currently experiencing?
Nope.
Nope.
Not really, just my right knee pain. So.
Okay. And have you ever had this kind of injury? I know you said the goats never rammed you before, but have you ever had any sort of knee pain before?
No, this is first time for everything.
Okay.
So.
Have you had any changes in your bladder or bowel movements? You notice, you said you wake up at night. Is that normal for you?
Yeah, sometimes I just drink too much water before I go to sleep.
Well, it's good to drink water. So.
Yeah.
What are your views on what caused this injury?
I really think it's just bad luck.
Bad luck?
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time.
Bad luck and a mad goat?
Yep.
Okay. What do you think the best form of treatment is for yourself?
Definitely, I've done some of my own research, but I've seen a lot of positive findings when it comes to just like exercising it, getting it stronger. I know sometimes it can be rigorous, but I'm willing to do that.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that you're willing to put in work for it. That helps with your process when you're not resisted and you're ready to get back. Can you tell me what your life was like before your injury?
Well, living alone, it kind of forced me to be pretty independent.
Okay.
I never really had to rely on anybody, but I was just pretty busy all the time with work and just caring for my goats.
Okay. What do you expect to get out of physical therapy? What are your goals?
Well, my biggest concern is just getting back to work.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get back to work so I can take care of myself and take care of everything. And then also, if I am doing rigorous physical activity, like I would love to also see some like weight loss if possible.
Okay.
So just kind of getting in better shape overall.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, I hope we can help you lose some weight, and I'm sure we'll be able to get back to working at your normal pace. That way we can help you get back to making the new hiking trails. That's exciting that your work just got that. Do you have any questions or concerns that you want to ask me?
Nope.
Nope. You're all good? Ready to go?
I think you got everything.
All right. Well, now let's go ahead and do the physical examination. That way our initial evaluation can be complete.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.